as well as Senator Voinovich, took a strong stand recently in the Senate to make sure that Ohio was not going to be unfairly penalized or injured as a result of these environmental concerns. We must deal with our environment, and we must deal with it in a timely fashion. But it can be fashioned in such a way that a state like Ohio or Pennsylvania or these other states that are so hugely dependent upon coal as a resource for our energy needs, that these states are not unfairly penalized.
One more question.
Governor, people are standing in line here today for, sounds like, several hours.
Isn't it wonderful?
A lot of people are coming right back out, not standing in line. Do you think we'll see these kinds of lines tomorrow, and what do you say to the folks who might get discouraged walking up and seeing that kind of line?
Thank you for asking that question. I think it's important that we emphasize a couple of things. First of all, voting can take place today, and people can come here, and as long as they are in line by 7:30 p.m., they can vote today for as long as it takes them to vote. And we hope that people do that, and that they're patient, and that they enjoy this incredible experience, this active participation in democracy. It's really quite exhilarating, I think, to witness. The second thing I would like to emphasize is that it is unlikely that if they choose to vote tomorrow, which is election day, that they will find the same kind of situation in terms of length of time. But we urge people to understand that this is an unprecedented situation. The mayor and I have never seen a situation like this in our lives. That's right. People are engaged in a way as never before. This is something that deserves celebration, and we urge people to be patient with each other, be patient with the process, and to do what, men and women have fought and died to secure the privilege that we have as free Americans to cast our vote and to choose our leaders. So keeping that in mind, standing for a while to vote is not a terribly big sacrifice.
I was here yesterday, and the line was all the way around the corner to the end of the building, then down 3 aisles of parking. And it was a very long wait, and I talked to many people online, and they were grateful to be there. They were glad to be there. There wasn't one grumble. You saw people with brown hues, dark hues, white folks, everybody all together, just like one big family, and enjoying the experience. This is an experience. This is an experience of a lifetime. And I think people are wanting to vote to change our country and to experience, sometimes for the first time, the right to vote.
And this is happening across the state. Like I say, in Cleveland, I was in Dayton, people were excited. They were having a good time. They were talking with each other, I think enjoying the fellowship. I think this is a remarkable occurrence, and something that we should applaud and celebrate. It is, the weather is perfect.
Given the voter turnout across...
11:47.
Yeah, I have predicted 11:47, but
11:47?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I predicted that Ohio could be called by 11:47, so don't let me down.
Okay.
11:47.
7 p.m.
All right, I'll be
Tuesday
watching.
night.
I'll be watching.
But the fact is, it's more important to get it right than to get it quick.
Right.
And this is setting a new direction for our country, regardless of which candidate wins. And so I just encourage people to be patient, to enjoy the process, and to allow the elections officials to do their jobs, and we will find out eventually. I hope it's earlier rather than later. The fact is that it's more important to do it right than to do it rapidly.
You think the law?
Well, I think we've learned a lot here, haven't we?
Yeah, I think I think it would be better to have more than one senator because there's so many people that want to vote. But we learn from these things. We learn from the experience. I hope that in the future people continue to show up at this level in future elections. This is promising for America when we can see these many people voting, and giving them more of a chance to vote is a good thing. Extending hours, and we tried to extend hours this weekend, but the Republicans on the elections board didn't show up for the meeting because they didn't want to extend the hours. I think that what we need is extended hours and even more than one location in the future. But that's something to talk about after this is over. And I'm sure that everyone will sit down and reevaluate the impact of this election on future voting. And we can always make it better and make it easier. And that's what I think they'll look at.
I think it's healthy for our democracy. But we will learn from this. And
Learn and grow.
And we can do better the next time.
So you would support legislation that would allow expanded sites for illegal voting?
Well, I'm not sure there has to be. I'm not sure it has to be the legislation. Can
I think it's at the county level. I think they make those decisions. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but
Yeah, I think local boards can make those
I think it's
decisions.
local board,
and that's, that's